Hey YouTube, Mike here. How are you doing today? I hope we all had a very good and safe 4th of July. Had a very nice 4-day weekend, and we were away, and then I was under orders by my Supreme Allied Commander that I had to rest for the rest of the weekend because we started a real big restaurant on Monday. So, I want to give you a little show of a new battery holder from Etoolz. It is a battery holder for the Festool 18-volt battery. It locks in. You do have to have a little bit more room to release the locking mechanism. It's 4 holes, 3D printed. We'll move the camera in a little while because I mounted some more Milwaukee battery and 3 of the 18-volt Festool batteries. So he has these, and they come in sets of 2. Again, in the description below will be his email address to order what you want. Also, he sent me the holder for the 12-volt. For the M12. This one mounts with a cylinder. There's a notch for the notch of the battery and locks right in. Will hold the battery up whichever way you want it, and then you just release again the tabs and it pulls right out. So he sent me 2 of those, and then of course he sent me some more Milwaukee. I'm waiting for some DeWalt ones to come in for my 60 and 20 volt max batteries. But yeah, these are pretty nice. Well, you're gonna see what I had to do in the shop, so that's another part of the video. But again, really nice, very heavy duty, and again you can see that you got notches in there for the locks, 4 screw holes, and mates to the battery perfectly. Won't remove until you unlock it, just like on the tool. And this one slides really nice. To give you a quick update, we retrofitted the truck with the video that I did on shimming it, the one with the mock-up, and we haven't lost one battery, one Milwaukee battery has not come out. So just those little 1/4 20 washers with a 1/2 inch longer screw, just made it on a slight angle back, and boom, works perfect. There's plenty of clearance. You can mount them right on a piece of 3/4 or really anything because it's the bottom half of it. It's not going to be in its way. So I'm very excited. So he sent me a bunch of them. I got 3. I did. He sent me 6. So I did 3, and actually I have 3 more to do. But once we move the camera and I start showing you what I had to do, because I think if you notice in the background, the shop there's things all around, and I'll show you in a minute what I had to do. Well, which I actually really had to do. So let's let's move the camera and take a look at the what I have mounted. Give me a second here. That's what happens when you use your wrong hand. Okay, here I did another drill. This is my regular drill, and then my impact, and then the regular Milwaukee M18 batteries, and then here's the Festool. Unlock, right out, and right back in. See how much I had to space them? They're about 1.25 inches apart to get my fat fingers in there. And of course I'm on a little bit of an angle, so that's them. Then I'm gonna I'm going to mount more holders. I'm going to be redoing this because, as you can see here, there's part of my track for my miter saw station. Some of my gladiator pieces, stuff all around, as you can see, because I'm going to spin around and show you what well, I'm going to go slowly. See, there's the wall. I used to have my Festool track on, my wood, all my saw tainers, and that's what I had to do. I finally pulled the trigger and had a 200 amp 42 circuit panel put in. It was popping breakers. I had them come and change a breaker for my saw stop, and it's just I had the electrician come in and redo it. But I ran a bit of stuff. What I did was I added a circuit right there, a 20 amp circuit just for the air conditioner. So I got 12 2-wire running in, and then right here I added another 20 amp quad that will be used for the reel and for that other cord, so I do not have to use that one, which was actually it was a duplex that was for the garage door opener. And when I blow this circuit, because I use this for the drill press, the planer, the joiner, and I would end up blowing a circuit, and that's the house. So now I have a dedicated 20 amp right there. And then throughout the garage, let me pan this in a little bit. You see right there, I have a 15 amp and a 20 amp. But these are shared with circuits over here, because I will never use, where are they? There they are. And the 15 amps on the other side. I'll never use both sides. So now I have a 20 and a 15 for the vacuum and the bandsaw. And then over here, I have those circuits that would be for the table saw router. And again, you're never going to use the router and the table saw together. And the Rikon vacuum, which is right there. Then I had another circuit put in right there that actually has a 20 amp on one side and a 15 amp on the other. So the 20 amp is for like this vacuum and the my sanders, and then the 15 amp is just for regular. Then I had another one put right there, which I ran everything up into the attic and over to the pole, over to the box. So I have another one right there. You can see the pipe because I got everything in the way. But that's another dedicated 20 amp. That's full 20. And then I had this thing, I ran this, which I had to remove all this, and there's the box right there. And that's a 15 amp dedicated just for my chargers. And then there's that one over there. And that is all now totally for the garage. I already had a bunch of separate circuits, like for my tankless heater. That was ran, but I have 14, let me turn this around because you're not even hearing me or seeing me. I have 14 extra circuits in that panel to futz around with if I need to. And the only really thing I want to do is put a separate circuit upstairs for my wife when she uses the iron, with the ironing board. So yeah, they had to cut above, because you know they had to run new wire, and he had to cut the drywall, so I just threw a piece of that dry erase board stuff up there. That's all, just to cover the hole. They had to pull the new wire through. But yeah, oh God, I am so pleased, because my video that I'll just give you a little sneak peek here, but this will be the next edited project video. My mother ended up going out and purchasing a new coffee table and end tables and stuff, and she wanted a bigger television, so we got her a bigger television, and but she didn't like anything for a TV stand, so she bought it. It was ash and oak. It's got some padding in it. So what I did was I got this piece of ash, a little more than 3/4, and I cut it so that it's, I don't even remember the measurement. Yeah, so this is end up going to be 23 by, I think, 30, because the legs on her TV are 24. So I'm going to make it a 4-piece, domino it together. I already trued it up because this was a rough board that I got. Basically, this is the remainder of the board. I got out, you know, bad pieces, cracks, and stuff. And I'm going to end up using this for some cutting boards. I got 3 pieces left over. So I'm going to plane this down to 3/4. Then I got this 3/4 oak, and I'm going to frame probably about 1 inch in. I'm going to frame with mited edges the table, and then I rip down these oak blocks and put a 1/4 nut, and then I'm just going to put the plates here in the corner, and then I'm going to screw in each individual leg. She doesn't want drawers, she doesn't want a shelf, she just wants a table. I'll put some rubber feet on here, and it's end up going to be about 32 inches tall, but she wants the TV up a little higher, just so that it's because the end tables are 24, and she wants the TV up a little higher so she can see it. So I figured, and it's a dark stain, polyurethane. So this will be the next project video that once I'm done, it'll get edited. I'm up to the, I'm going to be joining and planing these down. And I mean, I got crap all over. I had to take out my power supply because, you know, the electric was off for the whole day. So I had to give the computer, because my office is here. My daughter needed the computer, so I got my Caterpillar battery jumper, you know, car jumper. But I ended up plugging in one of those Husky inverters and a quad, and then she plugged a computer and internet in, and she was able to use it the day it took them to do everything. And plus my attic is a mess up there because I had to move everything, you know, to get all the wires and then mark them, and then I had them just laying up there, and then they snaked them down the wall. So, because I had a ton of those doubles in there, like 20 amp doubles. I don't like them. Everything now in there is here. Let me show you. Oh, I think I opened it. But this is the way to go. Okay. So now I got my mains for the air conditioning and my dryer, heat, and then all singles, all 20s. This one's off because he actually he didn't read what I left him, and he thought there was an extra one, so he just left a spare here. And then I got a couple of 15s, the GFIs for the bedroom, and then the rest 20s, and then I got 14 extra pieces. And now I got to go about labeling everything, so I got one of those devices where you plug it in and then you run it down, and they'll tell you what circuit is what. It transmits through the wire, so it works pretty good. I've used it before, but as you can see, I got to fix that hole, put a escutcheon on it, and I think I may be starting to paint this. I still have that gray, that kind of almost this color paint, the Festool color. So I'm gonna probably sand this down. I didn't put the track back, so I'm just gonna probably take this off and then work on this side. Finally get this thing done. So, all right, let's get this camera back. And I'll show you another little project I'm doing for a friend of mine, which is also going to be a video, and he's going to come and help. And you know, I build those model things. So I built, he's into the same, and he's a neighbor of mine too. And he's also a sheriff, police officer. So went to school with my son and daughters. So I built him a thing to put the sprue in, and now I built, you know, this for the actual, to put in, you know, little bits and pieces and all. So, and basically what it is I did a crude drawing. He's got So it's gonna look like that right there. I already built this. It's like, and it's 12 by 12 by 60. And then there's your drawer system, and then this will be shelves. And then this will be a 6-inch one with all drawers, the way he wants it for parts. And then this, as my isometric drawing, that's gonna be an L. That's gonna L back on his desk, and then the rest is paint racks. So, and he's gonna actually be here to on a video. He wants to learn how to do. Work with the machines. So I told him, you got it. You can come on and do it. So what else do I got here besides a mess? Yeah, I needed to do it. I had and it's funny too, because he's a neighbor of mine. He's right next to my plumbing shop. This is Smith Electric, and he's come here, done a lot of other work, and I've been talking to him for over 2 months about it. And I even bought the panel, bought the breakers. I had everything in my shop. Or you charge me X amount of dollars to put it in, and you know, he asked me a few times. I'm like, oh man, I'm not. It's not that I wasn't ready. Not that I wasn't ready. I had to take everything apart, and I had, you know, a ton of things I was doing. I had the videos to do, but after the source stop thing blew, and I thought maybe it was the breaker, and talking to source stop, it ended up being the wet wood, the cedar. They want the thing back so they can check the microchip, but I don't know if I want to send it back. I honestly want to put it up on my, like a kind of wall of shame or a piece of shame on it. So, and still using the table saw, especially like cutting this ash, man, I was cutting this thing and it was like my heart was in my mouth, waiting for this thing to go boom. I tell you, like you fall off a horse, get back on it. All right, yeah, the brake blew. I went back on the table saw, but still, man, I guess it takes a little while to get back to the swing of things. It's not like wasting a brake and a blade. It's just, man, that thing scared the living shit out of me. So, yeah, that's about it. Oh, that glue, man. That glue I've been using for a ton of my models, a ton of the big RC stuff, and it is unbelievable. I mean, it adheres without even accelerant within minutes. But next week, I've had so many requests for the pens. So I'm going to start the first video of a 3-part, because I ain't going to rush it. I'm going through the whole thing. Every single thing that we do is going to be probably around any video, probably 25 to 45 minutes, especially the turning one. It's not even going to go fast forward. I'm just going to do 3 videos so you can see exactly how I've been doing it for so many years. So first video is going to be the prepping, the cutting, the drilling, the setting of it, the gluing of it. And then I'm going to show you how I glue different segments, like just say African oak to Purple Heart to a piece of oak, and on a 45, or just cut squares and glue them together and clamp them and let them sit overnight, and then clean them up and drill them. And then you'll have a pen of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. 45, 90, you know, flat ends. So that'll be first part. Second part will be the turning, the turn the pen, and then the third part will be the finish. We'll do, I'll probably do another pen, so that on the finish, we can do one with, say, the oil and the wax, and then the second one we'll use the actual CA glue to cover the entire pen in CA glue. It will be like 12 coats, but I have done up to 30 coats, and actually make the pen like it's acrylic. So it'll be really nice. It'll be really nice, and like I said, it'll be a 3-part video. All right, well, that's it for this video. Again, everything will be in the description below. The battery holder's email. So you order it, again, mention this mention this that you saw it on Mike's Woodshop for the discount, and you will get them. They come probably in about a week or so, because he 3D prints them. And I mean, I love them. I love them. Simple, small, lightweight, easy to install. They work great. So again, I'd like to thank everybody for all the likes, all the subscribes, and all the emails. Remember, if you want to ask a question, you'll have my email address below. Or if you want a Mike's Woodshop sticker, just send me your contact mailing address and we'll mail you a sticker out. We are still working on those shirts, the new design, the new color design, and I'm going to add, because you know, when I walk into Home Depot and stuff and they see the back of my shirt, right away they start asking me, oh, could you come hang a door? Can you come do this? Could you come put a kitchen in for me? I'm like, listen, I'm a plumber. This is my YouTube channel. So I'm going to have the YouTube symbol put in there so that people know it's YouTube. They'll probably still ask me, but you know, I can always say no. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a plumber. So all right. Well, I hope you all enjoy this, and we'll let me get back to cleaning these up and figuring out what I'm going to do over here. And I'll see you on the next video. Alrighty, take care all, and have a safe rest of the week.